Yes, guys, welcome back to another stream and another watch along. As today we're doing Eze Watch, even though there's been absolutely no links, and Rival Watch as we watch Arsenal, in my opinion, the only team that could potentially challenge Manchester City for the title at this moment in time. That could change, obviously. There's still 10 days left of the transfer window, but based on all the matches that I've watched so far, and by the way, I'm now watching a lot of football. Like I've always been open and honest with you guys in the past of like, I really kind of just watch City and then a little bit here or there. Like something that I really, really want to do this year is like improve my overall knowledge and understanding of the game, not just in the Premier League overall, man. So I'm going to start watching a lot more football matches, doing a lot more watch-alongs of other games, other leagues. I'm even thinking about maybe watching a few South American games, you know what I mean? Like the Argentinian league, some Brazilian, just because like I want to like do that, you know what I mean? I want to sort of broaden my horizons a bit. Like watching Jeremy Doku last weekend, I was buzzing. I really, really enjoyed it. So that's something that like I have a little personal goal to do. Let's have a look who we've got in the building tonight. We've got Shebs, Pulmer, Lazuli, Loquacious, Ayu the Wolf, Faraz, yes. Isaac is here. Briggs is in the building. Yes, Briggsy. Quack's there. Charlie's there. Benji's there. And Lavia is also there, man. Is it me or do you look like I've had a trim, bro? I went and got a trim this morning, man. But I need you guys to tell me in the chat, did I get the facial hair too low? I think I've gone too low, man. I think I look like a 12-year-old now. You know what I mean? Not 12-year-old, that's probably too low, but like, yeah, I mean, I think I've got a little bit too much tuck off. I think I should have left it a little bit thicker, you know, but it is what it is. Can't go back, you know what I mean, and change it. But yeah, let me know in the chat what you're thinking. Big up Nick Nat, big up Johnny De Jesus, Ben Yedder, Tyrese, Howson, yes. Clive, how you doing, Clive? Nick Nat, Ovid Zane, Bullocks. Hopefully you guys are all well, man. I'm looking forward to this game. I am. Let me go through the team lineups actually for you. I've actually not seen it other than Eze. I know Eze's playing because I checked it in the last stream. And if you guys want to keep giving me your thoughts on the Jeremy Doku deal, I'll whack some of them up on screen as well. So Palace today, Sam Johnson in goal, Joel Ward, Joachim Anderson, Mark Guay, and Tariq Mitchell, Jefferson Lerma and Chake Decore, Jordan Ayew, Eze, Jeffrey Slupp, and Edward starts up top. And for Arsenal today, Aaron Ramsdale is right on the bench. Riot is on the bench. Thomas Partey plays in that right back inverted position. Ben White, Saliba, Tomiyasu, Declan Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, and then the standard front three at the moment is Martinelli, Nketiah, and Bukayo Saka, with Gabriel Jesus still out with a knee injury. Timber out, obviously, all season. And that's pretty much it. The bench for Arsenal today is Reece Nelson, Trossard, Vieira, Jorginho, Smith, Zinchenko, Kivior, Gabriel. It's interesting he's gone Tomiyasu over Zinchenko. Has Zinchenko only just come back from an injury or something? I'm not 100% sure, man. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, they're the teams, and I'm looking forward to it. Adam has got a little bet on tonight. He says, Kai Havertz, yellow card. Anderson, yellow card. Easy cash tonight, says Adam. I don't really gamble too much like that, bro, but good luck. Good luck. And if you are doing it, gamble responsibly and that. But yeah, big up, man. Hopefully you guys are all well. Guys, do us a favor, man. Make sure you drop a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel as well if you've not done so already. These streams where we do like watch-alongs of other teams, they never really get too many numbers in, but it's not about the numbers for me. It's just like chilling, chatting to you guys and watching some football. So yeah, drop a like if you're in here. Hopefully you guys are all well. But yeah, game kicks off in 8 minutes. And yeah, looking good, man. Update on the whole TV installation thing. Looking at potentially the end of the week. Hopefully we could have it in for Sheffield United. If not, it'll be after that. But yeah, the thing is booked anyway, and we're just waiting for them to come and install it, and then we'll be fully live, man. And that's going to change the game so much, because then I can properly look at the chat in City watch-alongs. Like for this, I'm not bothered. I'll just watch the chat. You know what I mean? I'm not asked. In an ideal world, you guys wouldn't spoil the goals, but I get it. You know, you guys get gassed and you're like, boom, and you might forget or whatever. But for the City games, I can't really have the chat open. So what I do is at the moment, I'm risking it. So when I watch the City game, doing a watch-along, I like have the chat open for a bit and then close the chat, and I'll just like keep closing it and open it, closing it and open it. And so far, obviously we've not had that many games. I've done all right, but that cannot continue, man. So yeah, it's all booked. I'm looking forward to getting that live TV, man. It's gonna be decent. But yeah, there's a lot of games. Something that you could help me out with, if you see a game in Europe that you think, you know what, that could be an interesting match, then shout me out. Just DM me on Twitter or Instagram. I try and get back to as many people as I can, or let me know in the comments section. Yeah, IP Trust. So I didn't, but obviously I've bought it now, so I'm just waiting for them to install it, bro, and then we're on it. But at the moment, I've got the app, but on the app, even though it's legit Sky, you're behind. So I'm waiting for the installation, bro. But yeah, if you ever see a game like in Europe or like say, I do want to start watching some South American football, but I don't really know where to start. To be honest with you, like, do I just watch like a, I don't know, like a, I don't know. That's a problem. I don't actually know what the question I'm meant to ask you there because I don't even know what I'm doing. So yeah, I don't know, but I do want to watch some South American football, man. It's good, and obviously with a lot more players coming over from South America, I think it's important that I start watching it because especially doing content like this, one thing I don't like doing, yeah, is when you sign a player and you just don't know anything about them, a bit dead, especially for me because like. Obviously you guys know that I'm not going to know everything about every other player. Like, you know, I don't claim to be an expert on football. It's more of opinions, but I would like to, if someone said, "Oh, LB, what do you think of this guy?" I want to be able to give you my opinion. So that's my goal for this year. Broaden the horizons. Big up Adam, yeah. LB, you excited for Doku? Yeah, mate, I'm excited for Doku. I think he's going to cook. Mate. Remember that Perone Argentina under-20 watch-along? That was hilarious. Do you remember? Because we all went in the actual stream because we watched it on YouTube, didn't we? That was funny, man. And we all went in the stream. Big up, Karl. Appreciate that, bro. Start with the big teams, River Plate, Boca Juniors, then you'll start to know the players, the teams, and the quality of the league. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually, Lavix. I think I probably will do that. I'll start off with like the major teams. That Copa Libertadores or whatever. Copa Libertadores. Oh, that's on at the moment, actually. Boca Juniors versus Racing Club, 1:30 in the morning. Oh my god! Yeah, but the thing is, right? This is the thing. Would anyone join me on the watch along for that? Because if you won't join me on the watch along, I'll go to bed and watch it on the iPad. You know what I mean? But would anyone be awake at 1:30 on a Thursday morning who wanted to join me on a watch along for Boca Juniors versus Racing Club? Oh man, I don't know. I might do a few of them and see what people are saying. Yes, yeah, Lauren, you would because you're up till 4 a.m. Right, here we go. I'm looking forward to the game. Players are now walking out onto the football pitch. To be honest with you, I think this should be an easy W for Arsenal. I didn't think they played too good on against Forest on the opening day of the season. I thought they were not lucky to win, but I think they were very good. I thought they were average, and I thought actually Forest, after they scored the goal and made it 2-1, were pretty poor. I thought they were going to like lay it on them and really make Arsenal sweat, but they didn't do that, unfortunately, which is a bit annoying. But listen, I'm expecting a much better performance today, actually, from Arsenal. You know, I'm expecting a much better performance today. Because if they don't play well today, I'm starting, because I'm hearing a few people saying, do you think City could walk away with the league? And I'm like, there is a chance that we could walk away with the league. So long as like Phil Foden manages to step up. Arsenal are the only sort of threat to that. So Arsenal need to play well tonight. Yes, Lewis. What beers you on, Bray? By the way, guys, big news obviously came out today. Greenwood has obviously United have said no to Greenwood and said he won't be playing at Manchester United again. So obviously he'll be loaned out. I was in Saeed's stream. Listen, I got to say GG's to Saeed, man, because let me tell you something. It's not easy talking about that sort of stuff as like as a content creator, or you know what I mean, because you only have to say one thing slightly like out of turn, or you say something that maybe gets misinterpreted and you're getting clipped and put over Twitter and, oh, this guy said this, and you know what I mean, he's a sympathizer and all this kind of shit, and it's not easy. And I thought he did very, very well, man. So fair dues to him. Fair dues to him. It's not easy, man. But yeah, he's obviously Greenwood been told no, which is, I think personally for me, it's the right thing to do, man, because we all heard the shit, you know what I mean? But it's what it is. Yeah, that's it, Lewis. You know what I mean? It's decent. Are you on a Coronas, yeah? Yeah, man. Score prediction. To be honest with you, I think this should be an easy W for Arsenal. I'm going to go 3-0. I'm going to go 3-0 easy W, man. Yeah, true, Forrest. True, bro. True. Ebere Eze had the most shots, the most chances created, and the most shot involvements from any player in the Premier League on the opening day of the season. Talk to me, guys, about Eze. Do you think why are we not getting any sort of links with him? Like, does City not like him? Is he not good enough? Like, talk to me. Like, well, people in the chat say City should go for Eze. City should go for Eze. I mean, he's 25 years old. He's contracted until 2025, and he's got a £40 million transfer market valuation. But we all know that that will be out of sync. He's right-footed. Let's have a look at his stats by Crystal Palace. He's got 15 goals and 11 assists in 94 games, 6,416 minutes. If I do the maths on that, that's 6,416 divided by 26. That's a goal or an assist every 246 minutes, which isn't great, but he does play for Crystal Palace. Do we not like him? Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan. Let me do a poll on this. Let me do a poll on this. Would you take Eze at Man City? I don't think I've ever done this poll before. Chat, have a vote in the poll, man. I don't know. Let's see what he does today. Let's see if he can cook today. You just don't see him as a mainstay of Vijay Zayn. I mean, I guess this is another slight problem though. Well, I don't know. I was going to say, are we buying like a main player? But it's difficult, isn't it? Because at the moment, we're not, because we're playing Kovacic, Rodri, and Foden. Which, by the way, I want to do a video on. I've got like a sort of tactical thought on that setup. And then obviously Kevin De Bruyne's still here, but Kevin De Bruyne is getting injured a lot. And he's 32, 30. Let me confirm how old is Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne. He is 32. He's not getting any younger, and his injuries are picking up pace. So I do think actually we do need to be buying a Donny. And this is why people say, big up Brexit. This is why people say, when people say, oh, I don't think we should get Wirtz because he's not going to play. I do think he'll play. I do think he'll play because Phil Foden is still obviously learning that situation. We play 60 games a season. There'll be plenty of substitute appearances. And the facts are, people need to understand that Kevin De Bruyne is not going to get any younger. And it's my belief, and you all can disagree with this if you want. You all have opinions. I don't think Kevin De Bruyne is going to be the type of player that stays at Manchester City until he's 37, 38, like Kyle Walker or Fernandinho. I just don't think he's got that type of athlete. I think you probably, if we get him for 2 more years, wouldn't surprise me if he left in 2025. Really wouldn't. So you've got to kind of start thinking about who is going to be that guy to replace Kevin De Bruyne. Anyway, match about to begin. It's probably started for you, but I am behind as always. Not for long though. 1 more week to go, and then we're back on the live drillers, which I know is a lot better for you, a lot better for me. But here we go. I think Arsenal will cook. I think Arsenal are going to cook in this game, to be honest with you. I think they didn't play too good against Forest, but I'm expecting them to batter these today. I really am. I think they need to as well. They need to put like a little bit of a statement out there, in my opinion. Yeah, Luke, man. Luke, you're driving the train. Can I say that, bro? You're driving the train. Luke, man. Come on the Carlin show the other day. Might do a Carlin show this week because we've not got a game midweek, so I might whack a Carlin show. Maybe Wednesday night, something like that. But it'd be good to get some more people on, man. Big up Luke and Abdallah for coming on. But yeah, bro, I'm going to say I think you're driving that train, to be honest with you. Yeah, I might get a little calling show going this week. Might do it later on in the day, though, you know, like in the night time, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., something like that, so people can come on when they've got home from work, innit? Yeah, so Thomas Partey playing right back, inverted into the midfield today. No real surprise. By the way, we are live from Selhurst Park, innit? You know what I mean? Look at this, man. I'm getting about. Nice ball from Saka over to Nketiah. Havertz. Already causing danger here, Arsenal. Oh, look at the space for Martinelli. What is that? Oh, my days. Nah, these could get smoked. What on earth was that, Matt? If you're not watching the game, you're just listening. Martinelli was inside the penalty area with possibly the most space I've ever seen him be given in a match ever. What the hell was that, man? That was unreal marking. Tommy said that Pep wanted Bellingham, Rice, and Barella in that order. Yeah, well, Barella could obviously be could be a thing, you know. I think that is a player that could suit us. Again, not really seen too much of him, but I keep coming back to the fact, and maybe I'm overhyping this, but I don't think I am, that Judge Mo from Never a Foul, big Inter Milan fan, he says that he desperately doesn't want Barella to leave Inter Milan, but he says he does think that Barella would be the perfect fit for Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. So I just think that when a fan who supports the team of the player doesn't want that player to leave, but says openly that he thinks that that player would be a great fit, that for me is kind of like, you got to listen. You got to listen. The space that Arsenal players are getting already is crazy. Saka on the right hand side. Oh yeah, Craig Parton. I'll whack this on screen, Craig. Craig says Nunes, who can play CDM and Cam, was great against City in the Champions League 18 months ago. Then he had years of experience in the Premier League. Plus, he whipped United last week. Yeah, Craig is apparently been told that City are potentially looking at Nunes from Wolves. Chance here again for Arsenal inside the penalty area. They're cooking already. Good header. It's corner for Arsenal. Big cooking already, man. Barella was a major reason Inter were in the Champions League final, says Akshay. Yeah, he did. He got scored 3 goals in the Champions League last year as well. I don't know if they were like big goals or whatever, but yeah, he scored 3 goals. He had a good season last year if you go off the numbers. Arsenal got the most goals from corners last year, joint with Spurs on 13. They've got a corner here. Thoughts on Gabriel probably leaving Arsenal? Is that a thing, bro? Is that a thing? Where's that? I've not seen that at all today, bro, to be honest with you. Is that just because he can't get in this team? Because he can't get in the team, bro. He's in the Laporte situation, bro. He's in the same situation as Laporte. So they're playing a back 3 now, yeah, because obviously Partey's inverted into midfield. So Ben White is going to play back right. William Saliba's going to play in the middle. And obviously he's gone Tomiyasu, which is kind of weird, but I think that he might find himself in a bit of a dodgy position, bro. He might go Saudi. I mean, I don't know. They were gassing him up as one of the best players in the league last year. Gabriel. Let's have a look how old he is, for fuck's sake. Do you ever do this, right? If you're on a PC, you want to Google something. So like you double click the text so it highlights the text. You right click and you click search Google. But if you don't click that, you click print and it opens like a print thing. Or is that just me? He's 25. That's a bit early to be going to Saudi, man. It's a bit early to be going Saudi. But listen, maybe a guy wants cash in it. Who knows? Who knows? David Raya on the bench today for Arsenal as they got him on a season-long loan to navigate the FFP rules. See, this is the funny thing, right? I was on a stream the other day. I was either on a stream or watching a stream. I can't remember now. But everyone was giving the Chelsea rep like crap, you know what I mean? Or like, you guys are cheating the FFP and all this kind of stuff. And the Chelsea rep was like, we're not cheated. We just found a loophole and exploited the loophole. You know, like with the 8-year thing that they were doing and whatever stuff they're doing. Arsenal have done exactly the same thing. They have found a loophole for the FFP with David Raya. It's no different. That is you are finding a loophole, and that's exactly what you've done. You know what, Sam? It's funny you say that about the Ivan Toney podcast because I've not seen it, but I was on Twitter today and it got retweeted and I seen it and I thought, ooh, that looks quite an interesting. That looks like an interesting watch. So. Yeah, I watched quite a few of that guy's interviews. Is he called Sam Bartlett? Is he called? He's called Sam Bartlett. I forgot his first name now, but yeah, I've watched a few of his podcasts. I told you guys to watch the Frank Lampard one that he done, but yeah, I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch that. Could be an interesting watch, man. Especially if he speaks about the gambling stuff and all that kind of stuff. That'd be quite interesting. Reece James should go to Saudi. His body is not supporting him. he should get the cash. Well, the thing is, I spoke on this before, right? Oh, Stephen, yeah, that's his name, Stephen Bartlett, not Sam. Yeah, the thing is with Reece James, what I think that Chelsea need to do, right? Because if you look at him, how old is he? He's 23 years old, right? He's 23 years old. These are all his injuries, right? Bearing in mind, he's only 23. Ankle injury, bruise, knock, ankle injury, thigh muscle strain, hamstring injury, fitness, muscle injury, hamstring, knee injury, hamstring injury, ill, thigh problems, hamstring injury, hamstring injury. That's 18 injuries at 23 years old. So what I would do if I had any sort of authority at Chelsea, I'd say this guy never kicks a ball for my football club again until I get some sort of like body physio who can look at his whole body and give me potential causes. Is he too heavy? Does he need to lose some muscle? Do you know what I mean? Does he need to bulk up? Maybe he needs to go the other way and put more weight on. I'd get a nutritionist, look at his diet. Could he be doing anything better with his diet? I'd get a physio. I'd make sure that his recovery is the best possible recovery he could potentially be doing. I'd be looking at training. Does he need to set out certain training? Does he need to be stretching more? You've got to look at what's causing it. They always say prevention's better than the cure, right? Prevention is better than a cure. And at the moment, it seems to me that they're not really looking at that. I would say you're not kicking another ball for my football club until you get scanned from head to toe and every single sort of nutritionist, dietitian, physio has their say. And then we can have a look at it and create the perfect plan. Exactly like we did with Haaland, bro. Exactly like we did with Haaland. Because, what, you're just going to keep on doing this? You're just going to keep on having him get injured? And I think England should be pushing this as well, by the way. You know what I mean? Southgate, the people in charge at the FA, because he's probably going to be our right back now for the next 10 years. Someone needs to get onto Chelsea and be like, right, we need to sort this out. Well, yeah. You say, Katie, you'd assume that they've already done it, but this is Chelsea we're talking about. Do you know what I mean? They've been horrendous in terms of their sort of management of the football club for the last few years. They've been in a right shit show. So you'd assume that they would have done it, but maybe they've not. And if they have done it, do it again. You might have missed something. Do it again. You can't just carry on. It's not normal to have 5 hamstring injuries by the time you're 23 and have 5 knee injuries and all that kind of stuff. It's not normal to have 18 injuries by the time you're 23. That is not normal. There's got to be something that they're doing wrong. Oh, Ben White over the top for Saka here in the penalty area. Tried to find Nketiah, but it just couldn't bring it down. Saka again. Yeah, guys, keep your votes coming in the poll, by the way. Still quite a few of you that have not took him. However, yeah, it's not convincing, is it? Currently, the vote is on 58% of people in the stream would take Eze at Manchester City. 42% saying he wouldn't. So, whilst there is a majority, it's not entirely convincing, and there is still a lot of people out there who wouldn't take him. LB, would you want Calvin Phillips to go if we get Barella or Vert, or keep him still? The thing is, bro, the guy's never going to play for this club unless Rodri's out with a season-long injury. And even then, it'll be tough because Kovacic would be our first choice. Let's just be honest and real. Pep don't rate him, man. If he did rate him, he would have played more minutes. Simple as that. He might want to rate him. He might semi-rate him. But the fact in the game against Burnley, he brought on Laporte, Cole Palmer, and not Calvin Phillips tells me all I need to know. And by the way, when I say he needs to leave now, because I am kind of saying he needs to leave now, I'm not saying that in a harsh way, by the way. I'm saying that in his best interests. Doesn't bother me whether he stays at Manchester City or not, and it shouldn't bother you, because ultimately he's not going to play. I just think for his own sort of health and sporting future, I think he needs to leave for himself. Do you know what I mean? We won the treble without him last year. We won trophies this year, hopefully without him or with him. Don't make a difference to this club at the moment because Kovacic is our number 2 DM. I think for him, though, you know, you got the Euros coming up. You got the Euros coming up in the summer. Get a move. Take a loan if you want. Apparently, City are happy with a loan. Take a loan. Go play football. And then who knows if he has a loan and has a full year of football, maybe Pep will reintegrate him next year. I just don't think he should stay, man. For his own personal thing. If he stays, I don't have a problem with it. But I just think, my opinion is you're never going to play. You will never play for this club, man. I just don't see it. Not at the moment. And I know that sounds harsh, but I'm saying it in a nice way. You know what I mean? Just difficult to say in a nice way. Yeah, Chef Dave, man, I'm all good, bro. I'm all good. Yeah, I remember you, Dave. Yeah, appreciate you asking for me. Yeah, I'm all good, man. Hopefully you're doing well as well, bro. Benno, it's all right. Arsenal are on top, and expected them to batter them to today. I think this could be 3-0 Arsenal. But yeah, it's all right. It's not too bad. LB, do you think we should get Danny Olmo? Says a Scottish City fan. I'd take him at City. Scottish City fan, but the news that came out, was it yesterday, indicated that basically just wasn't for sale. You know, they've already lost 2 big players. Martinelli again at the back post, completely free. Yeah, I don't think we could get him, to be honest with you. By the sounds of it, I don't know. Craig, party time. I feel like you did. To be honest with you, my memory's a bit arse at the moment, but yeah, maybe. LB, apparently there are issues with the Vega deal to Napoli. Could we swoop in? Well, I did. I raised this point the other day on a stream. You don't remember? I said, "What's happening with the Vega deal? What's happening with the Vega deal?" And everyone in the chat was like, "It's done. It's done, LB. He's signed. He's pretty much signed for Napoli." Because I was like, "Could we not get in and hijack the deal?" But people was like, "Nah, it's pretty much done." Now I've not seen that. I've not seen that anywhere that Vega to Napoli is hitting some problems. Now we know City like him. The question you've got to ask yourself, right, is our City going to go? And I don't know. You answer this question if you want. I don't know. Are City going to go from Jude Bellingham to Declan Rice to Lucas Paqueta to Gabri Vega? You know, these are big money signings. 120, 105, 85 million pound players to Gabri Vega at 35 million pound release clause. I don't know. Maybe the answer to that question is yes. But it seems to me that the profile of player that City want as this midfielder is a top-class, proven player. And Gabri Vega just doesn't seem to be in that mould. Doesn't mean I don't want him. Oh, it's a great ball in for Palace. Oh, it's good goalkeeping, you know, from Aaron Ramsdale. I don't know. Just doesn't seem to me like it's going to be a deal that they'll go for. And Ciso, again, Benji. The guy's played, 12 games for Brighton? Are we really going to go from Bellingham, Lucas Paqueta, Declan Rice to Ciso, who's played 12? I just don't see it, bro. I just don't see it. Honestly, I don't see it. By the way, guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream. Over 200 people in here tonight, man. That's quite a lot. I didn't expect that many people. Drop a like on the stream if you've not done so already. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. We've got over 6K, so we're on the march to 7,000 now. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. They were claiming for a penalty there, Palace. Claiming for a penalty on Ben White handball. Right, Palace doing all right now, you know. Palace doing all right. Daps mentioned we're going to sign Ansu Fati as well. What position does he play nowadays? I'm sure he was like a winger, but then didn't he start playing left back or something? Didn't he have like a horrific injury as well? I guess he's back from that horrific injury. Let's have a look. Ansu Fati, he's only 20 years old. Contracted until 2027. What was that injury he had? He had a horrific injury, didn't he? Oh, there it is. Meniscal laceration. That sounds absolutely horrific. Should we Google it? It's a meniscus tear. A meniscus tear is an injury to a part of your knee called the meniscus and is a common injury. The menisci are the two crescent-shaped pads of thick, rubbery, shock-absorbing cartilage in your knee joint. And he snapped it. That don't sound great. That does not sound great. Yeah, he's injury prone, man. You want to talk about injury prone players? Ansu Fati, 20 years old, knee problems, knock, bruised hip, meniscal laceration, fitness, knee problems, hamstring injury, fitness, bruised knee. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knee injuries at 20 years old. Sorry, won't go with him with a barge pole. Wouldn't go anywhere near him. Five knee injuries at 20 years old. Nah. Unless you're going to get him for pure cheap. I won't go near him, to be honest with you. I won't go near him. They forgot to pay Kugat his fees. Yes, Kid Nacho. I'm all good, man. How are you doing, Bray? Fatty's entourage is kind of toxic, says Faraz. Oh, really? Not heard of that. Yeah, maybe, Dave. When's it out? When's it out, mate? Yes, Tyrone. How you doing, Bray? Yeah, I've seen that, Craig. The Cancelo deal. We're getting a loan fee. You know that buy clause? You know that buy clause for Cancelo? Is that an option to buy or is it an obligation to buy? Because these option to buys are not worth the paper they're written on, man. You know what I mean? Pointless. End of September, is it? Option to buy. I don't know what the option to buy is in there for, man. Obligation if you play 70%. Oh, yeah, I did see that. I did see that. Yeah, they've got on. Yeah, but is that not just going to end up being like proper annoying? Like it'll get to like 25 games of the season and they just won't play him again or something like that. Yeah, Barca are skint though, man, innit? They can't afford no one at the moment. Have they signed a player for like cash? Like, have they paid any money for anyone? Or have they just got free transfers? Like, genuine question. I don't know. Barcelona. Let's have a look at their transfers this year. Transfers. Current season's transfers. Oh, they have. Who they bought? Oh no, they bought Oriol Romeo for €3 million. He's a good player actually, but yeah, they've got no money at all. What? There's 10 days left of the window and they've spent €3 million. They have no money. They sold someone. They sold Dembele for 50, Griezmann for 20 million, Kessie for 12 million, Nico Gonzalez for 8 million, and Trincao for 7 million. So they've made 94 million quid. So they're paying off them debts slowly but surely. But yeah, they need a lot more sales than that. Yo, man, big up to Anakin Skywalker coming in there with his lightsaber and becoming a new YouTube channel member. I appreciate the support, man. That's 4 new members today. Massively appreciate the support. Massively helps support me, YouTube membership. So thank you very much, Bray. And welcome to the squad. Big up Anakin, man. Big up Anakin. Yeah, Romeo's a class buy. I think for 3 million quid as well. I think that's honestly, a great purchase. Genuinely, I think that's a good buy. They still owe us 40 million for Torres LB, says Nick. Man. No wonder if we can try to haggle good payment terms with Jeremy Doku and Stad Ren. We got Stad Ren saying, yeah, we're Man City, you know, this club, there's £700 million revenue. Oh, yeah, this deal will be easy then. 47 million quid, please. And we're like, oh, yeah, can we pay this over 7 years? Barcelona have still not paid us our Ferran Torres money. Big up, Anakin. Appreciate that, bro. How long have Barcelona got left to pay that deal across? Like, when did he join? It was like 2 years ago that he left, wasn't it? Yeah, I can't remember the last time he played a game for us, Fran Torres. He seems like he's been gone for ages. So I'm not sure why. January 2022. So yeah, like what? 17 months, and they still owe us 40 million. Is that true? 40 million. How much did we sell him for? I thought we sold him for just about 40 million. The hell? 2 more years. I think it was 4 years. Well, how much? What, they paid 10 million quid in the first 2 years and then 40 million the last. That's the hell, mate. City should have credit checked Barcelona. You know, and like you get like a new phone or something, you get a credit check. We should have credit checked him. Get Experian on the go. Speaking to Barcelona, and you're like, yo, what's your last 5 years of addresses, mate? We need to check your bank details. Them boys are skint. How much did they spend last year? Did they spend any money last year? And they spent 40 million euros last. Oh no, they didn't. They spent 158 million last year. So they did spend a lot of money last year, to be honest. I feel like last year though, they didn't really realise like how screwed they were. And I feel like at some point this year, someone at Barcelona in the finance department has gone, yeah, you can't keep spending 150 million pound a year. We have 1.5 billion pounds worth of debt to pay back. And then this year, that's why they've gone, yeah, we actually need to do this now. Good play here from Arsenal on the left-hand side. Tomiyasu drives it in. Poor touch, though. Yeah, they pulled all the levers, innit? They pulled all the levers that they could possibly pull, and now they're screwed, man. You know what's mad, right? When I was growing up, right? I used to love watching Barcelona. You know what I mean? Obviously sitting with my team and that, but like Barcelona, I love watching Barcelona. I thought the football they played under Pep Guardiola, for me, still is up there, the best football I think I've ever seen in my life. I think the treble winning City team is probably second for what I've seen, but it's that Barcelona team with Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Messi, David Villa, Pedro, Dani Alves, Puyol, PK. Oh my God, Mascherano, whoever it was, like it was unreal. It was unreal. But yeah, they've just been moving mad. Like I don't know, I've gone off them a little bit. Which is weird. Palace have got themselves into the game. They're not doing too great, but they've got themselves into the game. Yeah, Barcelona 2010, mate. Unreal. Unreal. Let me have a look at that team. Barcelona 2010. Let's have a look at Barcelona 2010. Let's have a look at that team, man. Did they win anything that year? How do you like find fixtures by date? Yeah, 2010. 09-10. Is that the year? Did they win the Champions League in 2010? Oh, they got beat. They got beaten that year. They got beat off Inter Milan that year. Was that the year that? Oh, was that a pen for Arsenal? Was that the year that Mourinho played Samuel Eto'o as a right winger? What about 08-09? How did they get on that year? Yeah, they won it that year. Let's have a look at the team when they beat United 2-0. Oh, yeah. Torre played centre back, didn't he? So it was Victor Valdez, Puyol, Torre, PK, Silvinho, Busquets, Iniesta, Xavi, Henry, Eto'o, Messi. That is naughty. That is unreal, to be fair. That is an unreal team. I like the team after that, though, as well. You know, that was after, wasn't it? When they had, like, David Villa. The David Villa team, for me, was fucking unreal. I think it might. Was it under Pep? Was it still under Pep Guardiola that year? Yeah, that was the one. 3-1 Wembley. Yeah, this is the one, man. This is the one. Valdez, Dani Alves, Mascherano, PK, Abidal, Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Pedro, Messi, and David Villa. Oh, that team at Wembley. You know what, right? You know, I've been saying I want to do I want to rewatch like classic games. Won't be able to do it on YouTube. We'll have to do it on Twitch or Kick or something because I ain't getting this account banned. That's the first game I'm going to rewatch. Barcelona versus Manchester United, Champions League final 2011, 28th of May. I'm going to rewatch it because that was an unreal game. And as well, to be fair to him, Wayne Rooney's goal was sick. David Villa's goal was unreal. Messi's goal was mad, like crazy. Check Fabrizio tweet on Gabri Vega. Ooh, that's interestingly timed, isn't it? Let's have a look what he's saying. Thierry Henry has been appointed the new coach of France under-21s. Oh, yeah. There are issues for Gabri Vega between Napoli and Celta Vigo, despite verbal agreement on Friday. We are closing the deal, Benitez said, but Vega hasn't travelled to Napoli yet, as the club tried to change conditions initially agreed. Okay. So you verbally agreed a deal and then changed it. That's why this Jeremy Doku thing, don't get too gassed just yet, because it is only verbal agreement, apparently. And obviously things could change. Oh, no, Arsenal are in here. Oh, he's at the post. He's at the post, Nkea. Yeah, Messi toyed with United that day. That was honestly such a high-class game. And do you not find it interesting how Sir Alex Ferguson said since then that his biggest mistake, was it in that game or was it the 2-0 that he didn't put Ji-sung Park on at half-time to man-mark Messi? Was that in the 2-0 or was that in the... No, I think that was in the 2-0 because Ji-sung Park... Oh, no, Park played. Yeah, it must have been in the 3... Do you know the game that they got beat 2-0 in 2009 in Rome? Yeah. Sir Alex Ferguson said his biggest mistake in football was not telling Ji-sung Park to man-mark. He wasn't on the bench, though. So what? Oh, he played. I don't know. Basically, anyway, I don't know what the fuck he was on about. Guy basically said he should have told Ji-sung Park to man-mark Messi. Yeah, it was 3-1 at Wembley, 2-0 in Rome. But I can't remember which one Fergie was speaking about. I don't know if he was on about the... Because he said in one of the games he should have told Park to man-mark Messi. I don't know if he was on about the one in Rome or the one in Wembley. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do, man. That's what I'm going to do. The first game we rewatch, we'll do that. We'll maybe do one a week or something like that. Retro watch-along. That'd be sick. I don't think if I did it on Kick, I don't think they'd care. You know what I mean? I don't think they'd care. It's old matches as well. It's not like I'm streaming a brand new game. It's not like I'm streaming this because I can put it on screen. I might just do it on Kick, and then if they ban me off it, they ban me off it. It is what it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? I'm not that arse. You know what I mean? I tried, and then they go, "No, you can't do that." City versus QPR retro watch along. Yeah, that might have to be done as well. I mean, I could try Twitch. Twitch would probably be better for me because I've got more followers on there. So, like, more people would see it. So, more people could come in the stream initially. But I feel like they'd be more arsey than Kick. Kick don't really seem to care. Rewatch that Real Madrid versus Manchester City game at the Bernabeu in 2012. Pure pain. Yeah, is that the one we went 2-0 up or something? And then we just crumbled again. Benzema, didn't he? Benzema scored outside the penalty area. Joe Hart, weak side. Do you remember that? The big thing on Joe Hart was that he couldn't dive to his bottom left. And there was a thing. I remember Victor Moses scored one for is it West Ham, same thing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Briggsy. That's what I'm thinking, mate. But then I kind of don't want to. I don't know if I want to get my Twitch account nuked because I kind of want to start doing stuff on there. Unless I've got an idea. I could do Kick for retro watch-alongs. Twitch for if I start playing FIFA or like random games or something, and then YouTube can just be like my standard stuff, you know. That could be a thing. Because I kind of don't want to get my Twitch nuked. Nah, I've not seen Joe Hart play at Celtic. I don't know how he's getting on. Does the UK have playback TV? Seen some content creators stream games while having followers join them on chats there. Playback TV, like on demand. We have like on demand stuff, if that's what you mean. But I don't know if that's what you mean, innit? Is that what you mean? Like on demand TV. Bale free kick against Hart at the Euros. Yeah, that was class as well. No, oh, it's an actual platform. Nah, I don't think so. I've never heard of that then, bro. Nah, I've never heard of that. Nah, I don't think we've got that. Or if we do, I've never heard of it. Right, so with 33 minutes in it, still 0-0. Palace are doing okay, but Arsenal do look dangerous. When they're getting the ball in and around the Palace box, they do look dangerous, man. They do look dangerous. LB, let me smoke you at FIFA. Well, when I start doing FIFA again, which I probably will, to be honest with you, when the new game comes out, yeah, we'll get back on that, man. But I don't think I don't know if I want to do career mode again, man. I might have to try Ultimate Team, but I've never done it before. I've never played Ultimate Team before, so I might give it a go and see how we get on with the Ultimate Team. I enjoyed the career mode, but then at the end of it, I just was like, fuck this shit. And then I was so busy with like doing streams and that because it got to the busy part of the season. We were playing every 3 days, and I was just like, try to stream like 3 times a day, do watch-alongs, do the Twitch, and so I was like, fuck that shit. But yeah, we could do it. We could do it. True Briggs did. That was a class game, that as well. He made some big saves. Play Football Manager, LB. It's too complicated, bro, for me. It's too complicated for me, that. This is a genuine true story, right? Genuine true story. When I was in college, so I was probably about 17, I'd never played Football Manager. I was like, okay, let me get Football Manager because I like career mode. So if I like career mode, I might, yeah, our Palace could be in here. Jordan, are you? Oh, good tackle, Saliba. Yeah, I was like, I like career mode. So Football Manager, that's that manager mode, seemingly something that I could be interested in. So anyway, I goes down to game, as you all probably remember game. I buy it. I come home, and this is when it was on a disc. You know what I mean? We'd not fully got into like the Steam world and all that kind of stuff. So it was on a disc. I put it into my PC, right? I load the game up. I start a manager mode with City, and within 5 minutes, maybe less, I was like, this is well too complicated. Switched it off, never played it again. Genuinely. Genuine thing. It's just not like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm like, I've never played it before. Oh, it's got to be Arsenal could be in here. No, over the bar. That was where I got it from, Luke. That game in is it called The Rock? That's where I got it from. Funny enough. LMA manager would have been better for me. Was that one more of a dumbed down version? Yeah, and Nketiah should have scored there, man. He gone for the chip, but not great. I do think at some point Arsenal are going to score though, because they're getting in the penalty area far too much, and when they're getting in there, they're getting space. So they're doing all right. They're doing all right, Palace, but I don't see him. I don't think it's going to be. Which FM did I get? Well, I was 17, so it would have been 2000, 2011, 2012. Palace are poor here, guys. Offering absolutely nothing going forward, and the defence is pony. I bet Liverpool fans are watching this tonight, innit, as well, because aren't they being linked still with Decore? It's 70 million. Elise he's injured, bro. He's not back until September. Yeah, that's true, actually. Dumb down level, isn't it? It should dumb down. How much was it for 5 minutes of FM? I don't know. I think it was like 25 quid, 30 quid. And I played it for 5 minutes. I was like, this is dead. Not for me. Eze has been cheeks today. That poll needs a redo. Yeah, 60% of people in the chat say they'd take Eze at City. He's not done anything today, to be fair. I'm going to end that poll now. Anfield Agenda is streaming something about 50 million for Phillips. Well, obviously, we know that City are now... We now know from this morning that City are happy for Phillips to leave, right? The question is, where does he go? We also know that we're happy for him to leave on loan. So that kind of tells me that we're just like, you can go kind of anywhere. Are we willing to let him go to a direct rival? Let me put a poll in. That could be an interesting poll. Would you sell or loan Phillips to Liverpool? Yes. Don't care. Go to Liverpool. We'll sell, but not to Liverpool or direct. There we go. Right. There you go. Poll in the chat. Interesting. Would you sell Calvin Phillips to Liverpool? Given the fact that they are a direct rival. And they're not too far off a title race, man. Their front four, front five, front six, whatever they have is electric. Would you sell him? Would you sell him to Liverpool? Or are you like, no, we can't sell him to Liverpool. We'll sell him, we'll loan him to lesser clubs, mid-table teams, relegation scraps, but we're not selling him to Liverpool. Have your vote in the poll chat. There's over 250 people in the building. Get your votes in the poll. Would you sell Calvin Phillips to Liverpool? Friday night football, Chelsea versus Luton. That could be an interesting one. Chelsea, if they lose that or draw that, then not good, my friends. Not good. That's the thing with Chelsea though this season. No one knew what was going to happen, man. When people was asking me, oh, what do you think about Chelsea going to do? I just don't know. I think they'll do better than last year, which they finished, what, 11th or 12th? That's pretty much as far as I'm willing to go. They could be title contenders. They could be finishing 8th. Nobody knows. But no wins in the first 2 games ain't a great start, to be honest with you. Five minutes to go plus stoppage time. They're probably about 4 or 5 minutes. Surprised Arsenal are not winning this yet. They do deserve to be leading so far. Keep your votes coming in. 250 people in the stream. We've only had 100 votes so far. So if you're not voted, go to the live chat and have your vote on the current poll. It's currently 50-50, which is crazy. I might have to do a stream about that tomorrow, you know. That could be a good one to have a little bit of a debate on. Saka or whatever. Sky were hoping we will start slow. Asking Saka why is that pre-match is embarrassing. What do you mean? I didn't watch the pre-game. I didn't watch the pre-game. I was streaming and then I was yeah, I didn't watch it. What did they ask Saka, bro? Did they ask Saka if he hoped Manchester City would have a slow start? Is that what you're saying? Surely they didn't say that. Surely not. Bukayo Saka has played 82 games successively for Arsenal. It's the most in Premier League history. You know what's funny? I don't particularly think that's a good thing. Pre-match, they interviewed him. Why we've started fast. What? That's crazy, bro. Yo, big up Kubas, man. I appreciate the support, bro. I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. It's still 50-50. Guys, keep your votes coming in the poll in the chat, man. 122 votes, still 50-50. Crazy. Ooh, long range strike for Arsenal. Tipped over the bar from Odegaard there. Oh, the EFL trophy's been drawn. EFL, what's it called? Papa John's? Papa John's trophy. A City in it again this year. Who has City got? City got Grimsby Town, man. Who we got? Barnsley, Bradford, and Grimsby Town. I've been to a few of them, you know, the Papa John's games, under 21s. It's a legit trophy where some Premier League teams are allowed to put their academy side into it. I've been to a few of them. They're a good laugh. Barnsley, Bradford, Grimsby. They're quite far, though, innit? They're quite far away. Might go to one, you know. Which is the closest one? Manchester to Barnsley. Oh, that's only an hour away. Hour and 15 minutes. Can you get the train there? Train line. Manchester to Barnsley. I might have to get on this chat. No, because I don't do away days anymore. Like, these are my these are my away days. Manchester to Barnsley. Let's see if they can get a train there. Oh, you can get a train. Hour and 20 minutes on a train. Might have to have a look into that. Might have to have a look into a little bit of a Papa John's trophy, guys. Could be interesting. Yeah, I've done a few, man. Where have I done? I've done Tranmere. City played Tranmere. I've done Rotherham twice, I think. I've done... what else have I done? I've done a couple of them. They're quite a good laugh. They're quite a good laugh, man. We cannot replace him. D Rice goes for a spread. 2 minutes left plus stoppage time. How Arsenal aren't winning this, I have no idea. Just ordered the third kit, says Mojish. Yes. Benno, you're going Barnsley with the local supporters club. You going to the thingy one, that Papa John's? When is it, man? I might have to get on that, you know. Are you getting what are you doing? You getting the coach or are you getting the train? Barnsley, Manchester City. Let's have a look when it is. It's in September. Because I remember Grimsby. I'm not even going to look at that because we had Grimsby last year and it's on the other side of the country, man. Yes, Stubbsy. It's an all right game. Arsenal should be winning by a couple of goals, to be honest with you. Palace have had one or two opportunities, but it's all Arsenal, really, man. I might get on that, you know. Oh, you know what you have to do, though? You have to check. Because sometimes they played on the same day as the Carabao Cup, man. Carabao Cup dates. So sometimes City will play on the Carabao Cup the same night the team plays in the Papa John's, which is dumb. Proper dumb. It could be a rip. Carabao Cup round 3. Is that when we go into the Carabao Cup or is it round 4 we go in? Does anyone know? Because we go into the Carabao Cup a different round to other. If you're in European football, you go in a round later. But basically, Carabao Cup round 3, week commencing 25th of September. So if we go in at round 3, it could be muddied. But if it's round 4, it won't be muddied, but then Bradford would be muddied. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Swear it's round 4. Yeah, it might be round 4, you know. I think it's Premier League teams not in European competition going at round 3 and Premier League teams in European competition going at round 4. I'm pretty sure that's the situation. So if that is the situation, then Manchester City versus Barnsley could be a goal situation. 2 minutes added time. Okay. Eze. Oh, it goes down. It's never a pen, though. As much as we want to say, never a pen. 26th of September. We could be on an away day, boys. City versus Barnsley, man. It's 2 and 3 defo. Oh, no. Is that legit, though, Jack? Is that confirmed? Because if that's confirmed, then this Barnsley thing might be in the mud. And we're not going Grimsby, man. Because I'm pretty sure Grimsby is... I checked it last year because we had them last year. It's on the other side of the fucking country, man. It's near Newcastle and that. No, it's not. That's a lie. But it is basically on the other side of the country still. Kinel. Yeah, Dave. You know what? I am actually going to go halftime. Mindset. Yeah, I am, bro. Halftime. Arsenal should be winning. If Palace get a draw, absolutely buzzing. I don't see it, man. I haven't seen it. Yeah, so Dave, yeah, I am going to go to a City game, at least one this year. And I want to go. You know what I want to do? Honestly, I think I've said this on a stream recently, but I want to go back to the Etihad, man. I want to go to a City game at the Etihad. It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. So I want to go to a City game at the Etihad. Whether I do a vlog or whether I just don't do that and just have a day off and just enjoy it, you know what I mean? And I don't know. But that I'll decide that closer to the time. But I want to go to the Etihad and then maybe like 1 or 2 away games, man. And I'll go to a Champions League away game if I can and do a vlog. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, Grimsby. I ain't going Grimsby, bro. Fuck that shit. Too far, innit? Too far, man. I didn't give it up, Harry. I didn't give it up. Something went wrong when I went to renew it, and I never wanted to give up my season ticket. But then when I went to renew it, something happened, and I didn't realize. And then by the time I realized, it was too late. The thing was gone. But no, I never wanted to get rid of it. I never wanted to get rid of it, Bray. Big up, Luke. See you in a bit, Bray. Come Bournemouth at home. I don't know, man. Yo, that Barnsley one's got me intrigued now, though, guys. It's got me intrigued. Of like, could do that, you know. Barnsley away in the Papa John's Trophy. Yeah, that's it, Beyond Beef. That's probably what I'm going to do, man. Oh, Stubbsy, mate. I live in... Well, let's have a look. Grimsby to my house. Yeah. On the car. 2 hours in a car. And I'm not doing 2-hour journey for a Papa John's Trophy. No way. Although it is in the beach, man. So, you know, could have a little holiday if I wanted to. Should I check the beach out? I want to check the beach. Is there any, looks all right, you know. It looks like a sandy beach. If we get some nice weather. Sand, hail, flats. Looks all right. Take a picnic and that. Have a little... Although it is... I guess it's 29th of August. You never know. It could be nice weather. Should do 10-day weather forecast, Grimsby, and then we could see. Have a little holiday at the end of the my birthday as well. My birthday's the 28th, so I could go to Grimsby for my birthday. Has anyone ever said that before? Oh no, never mind. It's raining. It's raining on the 29th. Light breeze. Yeah, that's a rip. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Spurs want Brennan Johnson. Well, they've got the cash. They need to pay it. They need to pay the cash. Champions League draws on the 31st, is it? That is true. That is true. Big Champions League draw. Gonna be good. Go to Grimsby for your birthday. What are my birthday plans, bro? Birthday plans is to eat a lot of food, drink a few Guinnesses. Well, that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know. That's pretty much it, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else. Eat a lot of food, man. I want a scran bear, you know what I mean? Burgers, fried chicken, pizzas, Guinness. That's what I'll have a nice time in it. That's basically my play. I'll be 29, man. I'll be 29. Nah, Stubbsy, not really. It's not really a bad thing, a 2-hour drive, but it's just Kickoff's at 7:45, right? So you got to set off here at like, you're gonna have to give yourself more than 2 hours because of rush hour and that. So it's probably gonna be a 3 hour. You know what I mean? So yeah, probably not. What birthday cake do you have, LB? Whatever, really. I'm not really a cake person. I like a cheesecake, to be honest. I like sticky toffee pudding. But yeah, no, I'm not really a cake guy, to be honest with you. M62 a killer Brit in it. I'll have to tell me about it. How's Eze playing? Not really done anything, man. He's not really done anything. Not really done anything, to be honest with you. I just can't believe Arsenal not winning this game. I just cannot believe Arsenal not winning this game. They've been completely on top. They've had a lot of chances. Let me see how many big chances missed they have. Because they've missed big chances. Let's go on football. I want to see how many big chance missed they've got on the statistics. Big chances missed, 2. Yeah, they're not had a good time. They've got an XG of 0.96. So yeah, they should have scored by now, man. They should have done one. Colin the Caterpillars are goated. Hey, Dave. You want an easy group? Faraz, man. Biryani is one of my favourite curries, bro. Biryani is one of my favourite curries. I love a biryani. What happened was, right, with my last job, there was this girl, and like, I don't know if they do this right. I don't know, right, where you work. I don't know if this is a bit backwards, but where we worked, whoever's birthday it was, they brought in all the food. I always think that was a bit backwards. Like, surely it was like, if it's your birthday, then everyone brings in the food and then you eat the food. But where I worked, if it was your birthday, you brought in the food, you know, like a little buffet. So I always thought that was a bit weird. But anyway, it was her birthday. She was called Rana, yeah? I think her name was Rana. And her name wasn't Rana. I can't remember her name. This was years ago. And she brought in like this biryani. I think it was lamb biryani. And I'd never had biryani before. So there's that perfect opportunity to try it. And I had it. I was like, this is peng. And then I've had it all the time. But I'm a little bit more open now. I don't just go for the same. When I go to a curry house, I don't just have the same stuff now. I try and vary. What I have. LB should start doing scouting videos of young talent all over Europe and call it ones to watch. How would that work, Devil? Would it be like a reaction video like I've done today with Jeremy Doku, where I just like get their like a YouTube compilation up and we just watch their skills, goals, stuff? Or is it more of like a tactical, like stats based? Like, what do you think? How would that be? Yeah, Dave, big time. I love Indian food, man. Yeah, Jay. Do you not think it's weird, bro? It's weird how it's your birthday and you have to bring the stuff in. I don't know. It's strange, isn't it? I'd love to have a curry right now, man. That'd be so nice. That'd be so decent. In Nigeria, it's the same. If it's your birthday, you take your friends out for dinner. You take your friends out for dinner. So not only like over here, it's pretty weird because we have to bring in food, yeah, but you have to go out for dinner, like to a restaurant, and pay for everyone else. What? What? That's even worse, Brit. You have to pay big cash. That's crazy, man. Please tell me you can get away with like taking them to McDonald's or something. I ain't taking them to like a steakhouse. What the hell? It's the same in South Asia. What? Who's come up with this sort of like system? Who's come up with this system of when it's your birthday, you have to pay for everyone else? Well, that literally makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. Crazy, man. Crazy. People just need to find the FIFA scouts, man. Ada Gula is a beast in FIFA. Yeah, where's he gone, actually? Has he not left? Is it Fenerbahce, isn't he? Is it Fenerbahce? Has he not left? Big up Chrome. Yeah, that's what it does beyond belief. It teaches people to keep their birthdays to themselves. Uh, he's got to Madrid, has he? Jeez. How much was that? I didn't. That went under the radar. I didn't see that one. How much did he go to Madrid for? Big cash. Oh, thanks, Luke. Appreciate that, man. By the way, guys, the poll has had a lot of votes now, and 51% of people say they would sell Calvin Phillips to Liverpool. 49% of people say they wouldn't. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, Mac, man, that's true, isn't it? You open up your cards, get the cash, and then you just got to spend it on all your friends. £45 million plus 15 in add-ons. Big cash to his parents, yeah. Fairs. 2 minutes until the second half kicks off, guys. Big second half this for Arsenal. I think they've played better today than they did against Forest, but still not great. Still think they're going to win this game, though, to be honest with you. Still think they'll win the game because they create too many chances, man. Create too many chances. At some point, one of them's going to go in the back of the net. I think it'll be a mix like checking stats like you do for City player ratings, but also looking at video clips as well. Yeah, I mean, it's not a dumb suggestion, bro, to be honest with you. Could look into it. Could look into it. People do like that kind of stuff as well, don't they? People like to know about up-and-coming players. So, I don't know. Maybe I could try it with a player. Maybe I could try it with a player and see what's going on. And just try it out, see if people like it or not. People don't like it. People don't like it. We won't do it, but who knows? What do I think about Thiago Almada? You know what's funny, right? Is like, I've known about this guy for some time because I think we were linked with him a few years ago. And then I didn't know he went to the MLS, I can't lie. And then obviously we've been linked with him, and everyone, not everyone, but there's quite a lot of people saying, oh, Thiago Almada. Just don't see it. I just don't see it. Like I said, I keep saying this, but I just don't see us going from Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, Lucas Paqueta to Thiago Almada or Gabby Veiga. I just don't see it. Because it's like a massive change, that. That's like a massive change. But then again, who else is this? Who else is there? I don't know. You know it, Zeno. You know it, Bray. I'm tactical already. What you on about? Yeah, I think Paul's on the money there. I think it's Barella, man. I think Barella's the guy. I think Barella's the guy. But does he want to come, man? Because apparently, like, if you believed in the sort of rumours, he's not even that asked about leaving Italy. Jeremy Doku is likely to be available for Manchester City against Sheffield United on Sunday. Yeah, he's going to be available, isn't he? You know what I mean? If he does his medical on Wednesday, he will be announced as a Manchester City player late Wednesday or Thursday. So he's going to have 2-3 days training. So yeah, he'll be available. You might see him on Sunday. Might get on the pitch. Doubt it'll start, but probably come off the bench. Right, I think we're about to start. Second half. Big second half, this, people. It's a big second half. Michael, don't rate Barella like that anymore. Hear me out. Let's get Paul Pogba. I don't see that happening, bro. No chance. No chance. Nah, Perone's being loaned out this year, Devil. I don't know if you've seen the news. I think it might have got lost within the whole. I think it got lost within the whole Jeremy Doku thing, but apparently he's close. He's going to Spain on a season-long loan to. I can't remember the team name. But it looks like it's going on loan, Perone. Oh, Lauren, you know that? Yeah, that you just said. That kind of stinks of like a viral TikTok. Do you know what I mean? Imagine like a City fans on TikTok, yeah, and they start singing that. It just kind of stinks of like a viral TikTok and then just getting cooked for it. Las Palmas, that's where Perón's gone. Yeah, just getting cooked for it. That's what it stinks of. Perón doesn't. Yeah, I don't know, man. My thing with Perone, right, is this. He joined in what, January last year? He's had 6 months training with the first team. He's been with pre-season and we've seen him for what, 10, 15 minutes in one game. And he's being loaned. And we need a midfielder. I think Pep's probably looked at him and gone, don't see it. Don't think he's good enough. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't see it. Anyway, about to start the second half. Big 45 minutes this for both teams, especially Arsenal, who need to win the game. Can't be dropping points here. I do think they'll go on to secure the 3 points, though, the way they played in the first half. They created a lot of chances, but they need to put the ball in the back of the net. LB, you're behind. Yeah, I know I'm behind, bro. 1 more week, and then we should be legit. Ooh, ball in from Palace, but it goes out for a throw-in. Decent start, though. Pepperoni won't last. Kidding out, man. Is McAtee not good enough? I don't think he said he's not good enough. I think that just right now, we need someone more senior and maybe with a bit more experience. I think McAtee should go out on a season-long loan to a Premier League football club and play. Now, there are risks attached there because if he doesn't start well, he could get dropped and then he just doesn't play any minutes for the full season and it's a waste of a year. But I think he needs, from a Pep point of view, I think Pep wants to see him do it in the Premier League. So I think he's going to be loaned, hopefully to a Premier League side or like Bundesliga, La Liga, whatever. He just needs to play senior minutes. I mean, in an ideal world, you want him to play in the Premier League. So he's got Prem experience, but he just needs senior minutes. Same with Cole Palmer, really, innit? These players, they just need to play football. That's the problem. I always say that age of like 17 to 20, 21, it's the most important period in a footballer's career. They've got to play. They just have to play, man. It's difficult if they don't play. I don't disagree with that, Nadir. I think that Cole Palmer is ready as well. I think he's ready to play. And I don't think Pep disagrees, to be honest. I think he rates him as well, but will he stay in the City squad if we have Bernardo in front of him, Doku in front of him? Is he going to stay? Don't know. Wouldn't surprise me if he got sold, late on in the window. 30, 35 million with a buyback and sell on. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Saka on the right-hand side, cuts inside the penalty area. There've been a couple of penalty shouts already in this game. Saka puts the ball in across. Oh, what's he doing there, the defender? Absolutely horrific. Oh, nice play from Saka and Rice. Ball in from Saka. Easy for the goalkeeper. Would you drop 120 on Matoma? Not now we've got Doku. I don't think we need him. I don't think you need Matoma if you've got Doku because you've got Grealish. Doku can play left and right. You still have Cole Palmer at the moment. I don't think you actually need him. And the thing is with Matoma, he can only play left wing if you go off his stats. People might say, oh, he can play right wing, he can play cam, whatever. Well, if his numbers, he's 20, what? He's 25? He played 6 games as a right winger. Everything else is left wing. So that sort of suggests to me that he's just a left winger, innit? Bjor on Rico Lewis is an attacking midfielder. Well, the way I see Rico Lewis now is I see him as a midfielder who covers the fullback position now and again. That's how I see him now. I don't think he's an out-and-out fullback no more. I think he's too good on the ball. I also don't think he's, at the moment, got that physical presence to play fullback. So for me, I think he's a midfielder. I think he's a midfielder who inverts into the fullback position. That's how I see him now. That's how I see him. Oh, Eze losing the ball cheap. I can't lie, guys. I've not really been impressed with Eze today. I know it's difficult. You're playing against Arsenal and that. Your team's not playing very good, but Who's my gut feeling on who will sign in midfield? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea who we're going to sign, man. Oh, this could be a chance. Saka inside the penalty area. Back out to Odegaard. Partey on the edge of the penalty area. Crossing position. Back post. Loads of space again for Martinelli. And it's going to be a corner for Palace. Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea. Danny Olmo, I thought we was getting Danny Olmo. I was like, yeah, everything seems legit with the Danny Olmo thing. He seems relatively well priced in today's current market. Suits Pep systems. He's versatile as a player. That'll get done. And then yesterday or whatever, it sort of got shut down that, nah, they're just not going to let him go. Sold 2 players already. Okay. Then we got a little bit of Florian Wirtz information. City are interested. But again, Leverkusen don't want to sell. Does the player want to leave? Doesn't really look like it. So I don't know if it's going to be Florian Wirtz. Barella apparently doesn't want to leave Italy. I don't know. It's just crazy, man. Crazy. Penalty to Arsenal. What the fuck? I'll turn the chat off just when he takes the penalty so I don't get the goal ruined for me, man. Let's have a look at this. What's happened here? Who gives this penalty away, man? Who gives this pen away? Oh, what is that? What is that, Johnson? That is horrific, man. That is so dumb. I'm sorry. That is so dumb from Sam Johnson. It's just terrible. Poor from Sam Johnson. I'll be back with you in a second once he's scored the penalty, man. But that is just so poor. So annoying. So annoying. Cheap goal to give away, that, innit? Cheap goal to give away. I mean, they deserve to be winning Arsenal, but you want to make them score a proper goal, not a pen, man. Not a pen. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream if you've not done so already. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. We are getting a VAR check on this. Possible attacking foul. Oh, this could get overturned. I think they've got a case. I'm not even being biased. I genuinely think they've got a case here. I think that's a free kick for Palace. I think that's a free kick for Crystal Palace. I think they should get overturned. That should be an overturned penalty, in my opinion. He's took him down. He's give the pen. What? What? Am I chatting shit? Guys, what? That looked like a free kick to me. I can't even lie. I'll come back to the chat in a second and see what you guys are saying. But for me, it was soft, but it was still a foul. Maybe I'm being biased there. I don't know. No attacking foul. It looked like a free kick to me, but maybe I'm just being biased. I'll come back to you in a second when he scored the pen. See what you guys say. I didn't think that was guys, I'm sorry, man. I'm like desperate to know what you guys are saying in the chat, but I don't want the goal ruined for me. I don't want to see if he scored or not. But like, I thought that was a free kick. I genuinely thought that was a free kick. Odegaard against Sam Johnson. This is going to go in, man. Odegaard ain't missing this. I think he's going to absolutely slam this in. Go on, slam it. Yeah, wrong side. What are you guys saying on that? Was that a free kick? What are you saying? How's that not a foul? Party held him. What the fuck? That should have been overturned, right? Let me do a poll on that. Right, poll in the chat. That I'm sorry, guys. That is insane. That looked like a free kick. I don't know what's going on anymore. So football's a crazy world, and we live in is just a crazy situation with the referees, man. It's a penalty. Yeah, it's a penalty. The penalty is a penalty, but yeah, I probably should have worded it a bit better. But like, what I'm asking there is, was there a foul in the build-up? Was there a foul in the build-up? That's what I'm saying. God's sake, man. Nah, I can't be too annoyed, man. They do deserve it, but I didn't think that was a penalty. That was never a penalty. Well. See what Eze's got cooking for us. Chance here for Palace. Oh, dead ball. No, it should have been first time. Side netting. That is awful for my U. Awful, man. Yeah, 75% of people say no pen. So one in 4 people say it was a penalty. I've ascended it, Briggsy. I ascended it, bro. I probably should have worded it a little bit better as well, to be honest. How we rated Arsenal then today, guys? I think they've been better than they played against Forest, because I didn't think they were very good against Forest, but I think they've been better today. They still don't look great, though, do they? They don't look great. Would you look at this team and go, this is a team that's going to challenge for the title based off the 2 games you've watched them play against Forest and Palace today? I know it's only 2 games, and I get that. I'm not saying, what you'd make a decision today and you can't change your mind. I'm just saying, just generally, based on what you've seen so far, does this look like a title challenging side? I don't know. To me, I just think City have looked clear. In the 2 games we've played, we've just looked so superior to Arsenal. Like I say, it is early days. I get that. But free kick on the edge of the box here. Big up Briggsy, man. City will continue their search for a midfielder, says Rob Dawson. Yeah, who though? Who is it going to be, man? Who is it going to be? I think they're going to look at Barella. I think they're going to look at Barella. I think they're going to look at him, man, and go, we want you, man. But does he want City? Does he want City? Tyrese don't want Barella. Have we done a Barella poll before? Have we ever done a Barella poll? I did so many polls these days, I can't even remember. Have we done a Barella poll before? Do you want Barella at Man City? Have we done one of them? I don't want to just redo polls, but I don't think we have. I don't know. Maybe I have. Run it. Should I do it? I don't think I've done it. I just want to redo polls all the time. But do you want Barella at Man City? Who took that free kick then? Was that Eze? Do you want Barella at Man City? Yes or no? Boom. There you go. Poll in the chat. Do you want Barella at Manchester City? It's going to cost you a lot of money, 80 million plus. Italian, 26 years old, Inter Milan. Some decent numbers last year for Inter Milan. These numbers, 9 goals, 10 assists, 3 goals in the Champions League, 6 goals in the league, and 7 assists in the league. A couple of other assists coming in the Italian Super Cup and the Supercoppa Italia. I think they might move for Barella, I just don't know who else there is that you can get. Verts, don't see it. Olmo, they've shut it down. Pedro at Sporting Lisbon could be a doer, but I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, that's true. Beyond belief, I did do that. So mad. It's so mad. I don't know who they're going to go for. Because what you got to remember is, right, we're on to literally our 4th or 5th player. Because we wanted Bellingham, didn't get him. We wanted Rice, didn't get him. Wanted Paqueta, didn't get him. I was told by a very good source that City were seriously interested in Maddison, but never really materialised because we was moving for... He was basically like our 3rd choice. And by the time we got to him, he'd already gone to Spurs. So he kind of wants your 5th place player. And even if you don't believe me on the Maddison thing, which is cool, you're still onto your 4th player. Do you know what I mean? So it's not easy. It's not easy, man. Yes, yes, Warren says, I like the look of Goncalves. Please hold. Big up Warren, man. Says, I like the look of Goncalves, you know. Mate, his numbers are ridiculous. You know what I'm going to have to do on him? Yeah, I'm going to have to do a YouTube compilation and that and watch him. Because his numbers are ridiculous. His numbers are ridiculous. Yeah, there's defo a talent drain in football, Briggsy. There's defo a talent drain, man. And that's why you got players going for the money they are, because there's no one out there. You know what I mean? Because if you say you're West Ham, right, you got Declan Rice, and you go 100 million for Declan Rice, and they go, what? 100 million? He's not worth 100 million. So then the next question is, well, who are you going to get if you don't get Declan Rice? And the drop off is probably mad. It's the same with Caicedo. It's the same with Haaland, Kane. People saying, oh, Bayern Munich have overpaid money on Kane. Well, who else can they get? Who else can they get? There's only Lewandowski, Haaland, Kane, and Benzema, who's now gone to Saudi, who are like the actual legit ballers as a strikers. They're the only sort of certified players. I mean, Suarez has gone to South America. There's no one there. Otherwise, you end up like United are doing and signing Haaland. Not because they wanted to sign Haaland. They would have rather have had Kane. They would rather have had Haaland. But there's no one there. You've got to sign these players. So that's why these players are worth so much money. And why? The question is, why is there a talent drain? That's the real. If you can answer that question, that is an interesting one. Is it because kids are growing up and just on the Xboxes now, the PS4s? Like, what's going on? Yeah, you got Osimhen as well. You got Osimhen as well. But I don't know why. Where are the mint players, man? Because kids don't play outside no more. They're on the PCs and shit, innit? I don't know. What is the reason? What is the reason? Corner for Arsenal. Just under 30 minutes plus stoppage time to play. They're only 1-0 up. They need a second goal here, man. Well, that's the thing, Elia, yeah? If you're a kid now growing up, yeah? And obviously, kids these days are just like on the PlayStations, Xboxes or whatever. Not all of them, of course, but a majority of them are. There's probably never been a better time to make it as a footballer. And there's never been as much money as there is currently in football. And that's only going to get more and more, by the way. That's only going to get more and more. And anyone that thinks there's going to be salary caps, no chance. You think the Premier League is going to introduce a salary cap when Saudi Arabia's not got a salary cap? The Premier League needs to have the best players in the world. Yeah? So they're not going to do a salary cap. That would be like complete sabotage for your product, bro. That would be complete sabotage. So there's not going to be no salary cap. So the money's only going to get more and more and more. And then Saudi Arabia. Well, what about if Qatar want to start doing that? What about if Abu Dhabi want to start doing that? Dubai, you know, these countries who have a lot of money. I think the money in football is only going to go one way, and it's up, and it ain't never going to stop in my view. Like China. Why did China's league fail? Why? Because they had the salary cap things in place. They could only have like 3 players on like big cash. Well, then, you know, that's not going to work. Serious, man. Arsenal look a bit nervous here, in my opinion. I don't know whether, again, I'm just being biased here, but they don't look like fully like confident in their approach. Oh, there you go, Iron man. You know the driller. I don't know the driller, Bray. Arsenal fans will be concerned. Yeah, I don't think they've looked too great. I guess, they'll say, well, we've won 2 games out of 2. I'll say, yeah, you have, but you've not looked great. But I guess winning's the only thing, and you'd expect them to get better as the season goes on. The big thing for Arsenal for me this year is how do they manage the Champions League? How do they manage the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup? Because last year in the Carabao Cup, they got knocked out in the first round. Last year in the FA Cup, they got knocked out in the second round. They also played a weakened side when they played us. And in the Europa League, their top 10 most played players by minutes in the Europa League, at least 7 of them will not be playing in any of the Champions League games this year because they're not good enough or no longer exist at the football club. Yes, Gibbo. Very excited, mate. I think City fans are going to love Jeremy Doku. I think maybe he'll frustrate people at times as well. But I think in terms of the way that he plays, I think he's going to get a lot of bums off seats at the stadium. I think he's going to be much more of a sort of exciting winger than what we've currently got. I think it's a great signing. Martinelli could be in here. Ooh, guy went to ground for absolutely no reason. No need for that. Red card. Red card for who? Let me turn it off. Red card for who? Red card for who? Oh, oh, this is nervy, man. Red card for who? Red card for who? Turn the chat off just for a second, guys, while I watch this red card. I don't know who it's gone for, though. Who's got the ball? Oh, Palace have got the ball. Does that mean it's going to be an Arsenal red card? Has he already been booked, Tomiyasu? Has he already been booked? Is this going to be a second yellow? He's off. It's Tomiyasu. Second yellow card. And Tomiyasu has been sent off, mate. He can't really have any complaints about that, Why is Arteta moaning? I've proper gone off this Arteta guy, Proper gone off him. Why is he moaning at that? It's a clear yellow card. Why are Arsenal players surrounding the referee here? It's a clear yellow. You spun him and he's grabbed him and put him on the ground. All right, soft. You still fouled him though, Bray. Let's have another look at replay. Am I being biased here? That is soft, to be fair. But the guy spun you. If you touch him and he goes down, it's a yellow card, I'm afraid. Soft, but I think it's probably the correct decision, or one that you can't really complain about too much, to be honest. It was soft, but the guy spun him. So it is what it is. Yeah, it is, Chris, but from next week we'll be sorted because I'll have all the live TV at the moment. I'm watching it on the app, so it's delayed by about a minute. But from next week we're sorted. It's soft, but what can you do? It is what it is. Yeah, VAR can't interfere. It's a soft decision, that, to be honest. I'd be fuming. Gabriel coming on. Referee getting absolutely cooked on Twitter. Right, so 22 minutes to go. Arsenal lead 1-0, but they've also got only 10 men. So this is, hopefully now, it's just going to be all Palace for the final 20 minutes. Who have they got on the bench, Palace? Because this current 11 is pretty dead, to tell you the truth. Have they got anyone on the bench? Let's have a look. I don't know any of them players. If you guys know any of these players, John Gordon, Raksaki, Riedwald, Amada, Chris Richards, Nathaniel Klein, know him obviously, James Tompkins, Remy Matthews. I don't know. Do you guys know? Have they got any ballers there or nah? Have they got any ballers? Martinelli off, Gabriel on. Martinelli not happy with that, but of course it's one that had to be made for the team. Yeah, that Palace bench is worse than ours the other night. That tells you something. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream, man. 8 likes away from 200 likes. 260 people in the building, man. Hopefully you're all good. Make sure you subscribed as well. It's going to be a cross in here for Palace. Eze in. Oh, are you? Are you? What is that, man? Oh, it hit the defender. Never mind. It was actually good. It was actually a good strike from Ayu Saliba with the block, you know. Come on. Palace. Nah, they've not, Dave. That's what I'm saying, innit? I don't think Arsenal have been good at all in the first 2 games. I think they've probably been a bit better today, but their finishes have been atrocious. That's why they should have signed a striker. But Palace just don't look like they can score goals, man. What was the result in the first game for Palace? Let me have a look. Crystal Palace. Oh, they won 1-0 against Sheffield United. Yeah, they won 1-0. What was their XG in that game, though? $19 minutes to go. Palace on the attack. They look so poor, though, man. They just don't look like they're going to score a goal. Oh, they had a 1.x9 XG. I mean, they were playing at Sheffield United. Maybe that tells you a little bit more about Sheffield United than it does Palace. But they created chances, man. They had 24 shots against. Wow. If this team managed 24 shots against Sheffield United, I'd be very, 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 very worried if he was a Sheffield United fan. Very, very worried indeed. Because these don't look like anything, man. Eze's just gone down. Wanted a penalty. Partey's gone out. He should get booked for that, Partey. He should get. Is he saying it's a dive? Eze's just gone down. I'm gonna turn the chat off just because he might have a little review on that. They might have a little review on that to see if it's a penalty. Eze's gone down. He wants a penalty. Let's have a look. Oh, can we watch again with slow-mo? Let's have a look at this. Oh, that's a decision to be made. Let's have another look. He cuts in. I don't think Rice does anything wrong, but Partey. Oh, that's a difficult one because it's his standing leg. I don't think they're going to give that. I don't think they're going to give it. Partey's saying he dived. He didn't dive, but he sort of knifed. They've not give it. I feel like Eze tried to make it a penalty by putting his leg on the player. I don't know. I think I can see both points of view there. I can see both points of view. I don't know, man. I would probably say I don't think that was a pen, to be honest. I don't know, man. Because now people are saying in the chat and on Twitter it's a Stonewall penalty. I don't know what a penalty is anymore. This is what football's done, man. I don't know what the decision is. I can understand both arguments. Like Jeff Slup's just gone off and Ahmad has come on for Palace. Why are you Mr. Nuance all of a sudden, LB? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Not a pen, it's Stonewall. That is the problem with VAR as well. Nariman says not a pen. Orvida Zane says Stonewall penalty. Let me do a poll. Oh, we need to end this poll. Watch this poll. Do you want Barella at City? 80% of people want Barella at City. Was that a pen for Palace just then? There you go. Yeah, now it's not a VAR problem, but what I mean is if that goes to VAR, right? Well, it kind of is a VAR problem in the sense that goes to VAR. They review that. If Nariman is in the chat, is in the VAR room, he said that's a Stonewall penalty. Whereas Orvida says never a penalty. So that is one of the problems with VAR in the sense that it's just opinion based. One person in the chat then said it's a Stonewall penalty. Another person said it's never a penalty. That is slightly that's a bit of a problem, you know. But yeah, Paul is in the chat. It'd be interesting to see what you guys say. I guess there probably will be a bit of City bias there, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I still can't make my mind up. 15 minutes to go away for Palace. It's all Palace now, though, which is a good thing. Armada's just come on. If anyone knows about this guy, French player Armada, oh, dead. Eze's been ass. Eze's been bad, you know. Eze has been bad. I'm sorry, he has. I don't think he's been good at all. Elliot, go on. What are the details, Bray? Also, why is he not booked Partey for going like this? Because that's a booking now. You can't do that anymore. Big up, Elliot. I'll check it in a bit, bro. Phone's on charge, innit? Crystal Palace to get relegated this season. I mean, the problem is there might be 3 worse teams than them in the division. Because Sheffield United conceded 24 shots to this Crystal Palace side. You got to ask yourself, they could struggle. Luton Town, you just imagine that just because of the size of the club and the signings, they probably will go down. So they only won space. And everyone was saying Wolves, man, but I thought they looked so good against United. The only thing for them is they don't really look like they can score goals. They can get a striker in there, though. They'll be fine. Come on, Palace, man. You got to have some creativity about your game. Yes, Anderson, what you saying, mate? Everton are a serious problem. You know what's funny, right? What did I say in the summer when I was speaking about Everton? I said they should sell Dominic Calvert-Lewin, cash in, and get a proper striker because he'll just be injured. They've not signed a proper striker, and now he's injured again. They just don't want to sell him because what they don't want to do, right? And I get it, I do get it. They don't want to sell him because they know that if they sell him, whoever they sell him to, he'll never get injured and he'll score 20 goals a season or whatever, right? Pick your number. But the fact is, sometimes you got to make a difficult decision and decide this guy is not doing it for us right now. We got to move on. You got to move on. How they've not signed a striker, like a proper proven goal scorer, is beyond me. Because that's been their problem in the last few years. They've not had a goal scorer. They don't score goals. Well, yes, selling Calvert-Lewin would be an issue in itself. But the fact is, the main point I'm trying to make here is you need to sign a new striker. You need to sign a striker that's going to be fit and proven to score goals on a weekly basis. On a weekly basis. They did sign a striker. They did sign a striker from Spain, but it's like 8 million quid, like pure gamble. You know what I mean? I don't know if they've got financial problems. I don't know. Also, rest in peace to that Everton fan, man, that was working on the stadium, who sadly died. Real sad news, that, man. Real sad news. And Nketiah off. Private jet to Manchester from Paris lands same time as Gvardiol's did. Ooh. Eddie Nketiah off. He just doesn't score goals. He doesn't put the ball in the back of the net enough. Jorginho on. 11 minutes to go plus stoppage time, which I imagine there's going to be at least 5-6 minutes, but they just don't look like they're going to score here, Palace. They're not even creating any chances. They look like real poor, you know. Come on, you got to get the ball forward with a little bit of quality here. Throw in for Arsenal on the halfway line here. Yeah, they're just showing the Tomiyasu first yellow card was for time wasting. Yeah, I mean, again, the problem is they've already time wasted a little bit there. I don't think his first yellow card necessarily he time wasted. I don't think he took an unreasonable amount of time. The problem is one player's already picked up the ball, give it to another player, who's then picked it up and give it to Tomiyasu. So you're the third player to touch the ball for the throw-in. So you gotta hurry up. I think he'll be looking back at that red card today, Tomiyasu, going, "How the hell did I get sent off?" But it's just what it is. Palace on the attack again down the right-hand side. But they ain't scoring here, chat, I'm afraid. There is zero quality in this side, man. They did not sign anyone. Surely they did not make like a big signing or anything, nah. Nah. They signed Matthias Franca, who's an attacking midfield, who must be injured or something because he's not on the pitch. Like, you're not telling me that they've only got 20 million quid to spend, man. 20 million euros. That's it. That's all they've spent. Come on, man. You got to be spending some cash, Palace. You got to spend some cash. Free kick here for Palace. Decent position to just float one in. But they're running out of time. But to be honest, man, this team could probably play for another 2 hours. I do not see Palace. I don't even see Palace getting a shot on target or something here, man. Honestly, I can't even lie. They just look so dead. That's why they really desperately needed that penalty, man. They probably would have missed the penalty anyway. No X factor. Yeah, they got nothing, man. They need players. They need signings. It's like they don't have an idea. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if I was to say to you, when I watch a team play, like Liverpool or City or whatever, you can kind of like describe how a lot of our goals come from, you know? Whereas I'm looking at Palace and I'm just like, how do you score goals, you know? Right, throwing for Palace in a decent position. As they're going to bring on a sub here. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Joel Ward off. Raksaki on. Young English player. Come on, lad. Come on, lad. Palace ball, Palace ball. Eze. Not the worst ball in the box, that from Eze. Probably the best thing he's done all today, to be honest with you, which sort of tells you just how bad he's been. Very, very average. I don't know why people wouldn't want to go to Crystal Palace though, Benno, because like they're a solid Premier League team. Like, when was the last time they got relegated? Like, it's in London. So, you know, people who want to live in London, it's good for that. You're a solid Premier League team. Come on, wide. Chance. No, that's a dead ball from Mitchell. What can he do with it there? Corner for Palace. They've got Arsenal, like, they have got Arsenal pinned back, you're right, but they just lacking that creativity, man. Corner coming in. Nah, headed away. The only way these are going to score, yeah, is from like an own goal or a penalty or some shit like that, man. How's he missed? Oh, what's he do? They were on ball there. They were on ball. What has he done here? Come on, man. Ball swung in. Eze loses out again. He's been so poor. He's been so poor today, Eze. Guarantee, yeah. I don't know who's missed this chance, but I guarantee it's Ayew. I guarantee it. I've not seen it yet. I'm behind in it, but I guarantee you that whoever's missed this chance, I bet it's Ayew, mate. Oh, it's not Ayew. Should have scored, bro. Should have scored, mate. Got a free header from 5 yards out. And he completely misses it. That is dead. He could have even chested it down. He could have chested it down and just shot. Terrible. Terrible miss. Ah. Do I have an agenda against Ayew? Yes, I do. Do you want me to tell you the story? So, went to Newcastle for like a lads' night out type thing. Anyway, was there in the daytime and was in the pub watching Crystal Palace versus, I forget who they play, but it must have been a big team because they were on TV. Anyway, before the game, I put a little accumulator on, like little £2 bet on a game, and I had like loads of corners, corners, shots on target, all that kind of stuff, right? And the other one, the last one on the bet was Jordan Ayew to get booked, and every single bet on the accumulator came in apart from the Jordan Ayew to get booked. He set a Premier League record for the most fouls without receiving a booking that day. God's honest truth. Yeah, I'll Google it. Jordan Ayew. Most fouls, no yellow card record. January 2020. Jordan Ayew conceded 7 fouls against Arsenal, the most made without receiving a yellow card in a single Premier League game. It was against Arsenal. There you go. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Unreal. And he got subbed off. Mad times. So, yeah, I do have an agenda against him. More so the referee, to be honest with you. As if it's this game as well. It was Palace versus Arsenal. That's kind of crazy, that. Two minutes to go plus stoppage time. Oh, hell. Ayew scored in that game. It ended 1-1. Are you serious, Bray? Ian. Come on, man. Palace looking a little bit better, but they were running out of time. Surely there's got to be 6 minutes, man. Minimum. If it's anything less than like 6 minutes, then it's something's going on, man. Something's going on with a new game. How much? I don't know how much the bet would have paid out, Mark, but yeah. Imagine that. Imagine needing just a yellow card and he set the record. Right, he's putting Zinchenko on for Kai Havertz. Oh no, Kai Havertz is not going off. Kai Havertz is staying on. He's just talking to Arteta. And then I don't know who that other guy is. That Kivior? Running out of time, man. 7 minutes added time, apparently, says Charlie. 7 minutes. Come on, Palace. This would be hilarious, man. An equaliser here would be wonders. You know what's kind of mad though? Even though they're going to win this game, Arsenal, I'm taking quite a lot of pleasure from the fact that they have been poor today. They created a few chances in the first half. Finish one was atrocious, but I don't think they've started the season looking very good. Now, obviously Arsenal fans will say, who cares? We won 2 out of 2. Fair argument. 100% agree with that. But in terms of performance level, you struggled to beat Forest and Palace. You know? Let's have a look at Arsenal's fixtures. They play United, don't they, next week? But I'll tell you, they'll probably smash United. Okay, so they play Fulham at home the day before we play Sheffield United, and then they play United at home. Then they play Everton away, and then Spurs at home, and then Bournemouth away, City at home, then Chelsea. So they've got like a bit of a mixed next couple of months, because that's not just next month. That's just all basically September. So yeah, interesting month for Arsenal. That interesting month, man. 6.5 minutes left for me. I agree. I think Palace could have a really tricky year if they don't get someone who can create chances. And well, they'll say, "Oh, well, we've got Elise coming back in September," which, to be fair, is a fair comment. That's a horrific challenge that by whoever that defender is for Palace. They do have Elise coming back, which will obviously help. He got 11 assists last year. But they need more, man. They need more. MTS just put $20 on a draw. Good luck, Bray. Yeah, they need more, man. They need more than this. So Sheffield United coming up for us at the weekend. They conceded 24 shots to this Crystal Palace team in match day 1. Now we are away, so that it's a little bit different, but all I'm saying is it could be an interesting game at the weekend for City against Sheffield United. I'm just looking at this, right? If this Crystal Palace side had a 2 expected goals and 24 shots against Sheffield United, this same team that I'm watching here, then City should be cooking, man. They should be cooking against Sheffield United. That's what I'm saying, Briggsy, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. Surely we're going to go there and just slam them like... It's got a 1-1 written all over it. I know. I probably have just jinked that Sheffield United game. But nah, surely we're beating that Sheffield United team, man. Surely. Oh, fucking hell. We ain't going to beat them now, innit? We're going to drop points, man. Come on, Palace. 5 minutes to go. Eze has been dead. Dead. He's been so bad. I cannot believe how bad he's been. Like, listen, I'm not saying I expected him to drop like a world-class performance, but I thought that, like, I thought he'd have a performance where I'm like, oh yeah, I can kind of see why some people want him at City. He'd done some good bits. He's been so poor. So poor. Palace. Dead. It's just Gavin, I'm being harsh. Do you think I'm being harsh on him? Do you honestly? I don't know, man. Chat, am I being harsh on Eze? Like, I genuinely don't think I'm being harsh, bro. Let me check his stats, man. The eye test for me today on Eze has been very poor, but let's check it. Let's check his stats. Okay, so he's only misplaced 2 of his passes. He's had 1 key pass, 4 crosses, 1 successful, 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target, 2 shots blocked. He's completed 3 out of his 4 dribbles and won 6 out of 9 ground duels and won 2 out of 4 aerial duels. His stats are good. On the eye test, though, bro, for me, I don't know. Maybe I'm being harsh. But I think he's been so poor. I can't lie. The stats back you up and say he's played all right, but for me, I think he's been atrocious. Not atrocious. That is harsh. Just poor. Oh, oh, Palace players going down. Oh, oh, chance, man, chance for Palace. Couple of the players going down in the penalty area as well. That was a big chance, you know. I don't know, mindset. I don't know, bro. Oh, man. Big chance, that. Big chance. Oh, Mitchell, if you keep that down, that could be 1-1. That could be 1-1, man. 90 seconds to go. Yeah, this is incredible numbers on the watch along, by the way. Big up to everyone that's here. Hopefully you're all chilled out. And make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. 300 people for not even a Man City watch along. That is good numbers. That is good numbers. Eze again. Plays it out to Mitchell. Oh, that's not the worst ball in the world. Still not looking great though, man. Velocity, that is a concern. That is a concern. Oh, these are so bad. These are so poor. There is so much pressure on Eze and Elise to save this team, man. Because if these don't make signings, they're in the mud. Well, not mudded, but like they're not in a good situation. There will be a relegation scrap if they don't sign a striker and creative players. No. No way, man. I think that's it. I think that's it, man. I gotta say, not in not impressed with either of these sides today. There you go. Arteta celebrates, rightly so. Good win for him. 3 points in the bag. That's all he cares about. But they did not look good, Arsenal, and nor did Palace. I might have to reassess my opinions on Palace after that because they did not look good. Now I know they've got Elise to come back, but that was not good from Palace. That was not good at all. And Arsenal just don't look right now. Of course, they will say, as I said before, that they got the 3 points. That's all that matters. They did not look good. Enjoyed that though. That was a good watch along, man. Big up to everyone that joined. That was some good numbers in here. Some good numbers. Might do a call-in show. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe the day after. Hopefully, Jamie Doku gets signed. We could do it then. Obviously, I guess tomorrow we'll probably hear some rumours about potential players that we could be signing. So we'll probably do some streams on that. Might do another reaction video, maybe to Verts, Barella, something like that. You guys seem to like those reaction videos. Might do one on Verts or Barella. Do one of them. But yeah, listen, big up to everyone. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed the watch along. The game was a bit dead, but it is what it is. If you've not done so already, go check out my Jeremy Doku reaction video. I react to all of Jeremy Doku's best goals and moments. If you don't want to watch that, I did a stream earlier on where we got the Here We Go, going through the full details of it. So you can check that out. But listen, I will leave you there. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you tomorrow. See you in a bit.